Hello, and welcome back to another episode of English in Daily Life, the podcast that helps you improve your English by listening to real conversations, learning everyday vocabulary, and practicing how to use it naturally. I'm Olivia, your host, and I'm so glad you're here today. In today's episode, we're going to focus on a very special moment in many people's lives, your first day at college. Maybe you remember your first day, or maybe you're just about to experience it. Either way, it's an exciting time, but also a little scary. When you're in a new place, especially a college or university, everything feels unfamiliar. The buildings, the classrooms, the teachers, the students, even where to get lunch can be confusing. Now, imagine going through all of that in a different language. That's not easy, right? That's why today's episode is all about helping you practice real English conversations that could happen on your first day at college. Not just textbook English, but friendly, natural English you can use with classmates, roommates, or even someone sitting next to you in the cafeteria. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wanted to start a conversation with someone new but didn't know how? Have you felt shy or unsure about the right words to use in English? Do you worry about making mistakes when speaking? If your answer is yes to any of these, don't worry, you are not alone. And this podcast is exactly what you need. In today's episode, we will listen to a natural English conversation between two students on their first day of college. Break the conversation down line by line so you understand each word and phrase. Practice speaking the same lines yourself with correct pronunciation and rhythm. Remember, learning a language is not just about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. It's about confidence, repetition, and real practice. We'll take it slow, we'll repeat things, and most importantly, we'll make it feel real, just like you're there, on your first day, meeting someone new. Now, imagine this. You walk into your college canteen. It's loud, busy, full of students. You don't know anyone yet. You have your lunch tray in your hands, and you're looking for a place to sit. You see a girl sitting alone. She looks nice. Do you say something? What do you say? How do you say it? And what if she says something back? This is the kind of situation we're going to explore today. And by the end of this episode, you'll feel ready to handle it with simple, confident English. Are you ready? Let's begin with the real-life dialogue in part 2. Alright, let's jump into the real-life conversation. Here's the scene again. Two students are meeting for the first time in the college cafeteria. They don't know each other yet, but one of them decides to start a simple, friendly conversation. I'll read the full dialogue first. Then we'll go line by line. Conversation. Student 1. Hi. Is this seat taken? Student 2. Oh, no. Go ahead. Student 1. Thanks. I'm Sarah, by the way. Student 2. Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm MIA. Sarah. Nice to meet you too. First day. MIA. Yeah. I just got out of my orientation session. You, Sarah. Same here. It was a bit overwhelming, honestly. MIA. Totally. So many new faces. I got lost twice already. Sarah. Haha. Me too. This place is huge. What are you studying? MIA. I'm doing psychology. What about you? Sarah. Computer science. It's my first time living away from home, so everything feels kind of new. MIA. Same. I'm from a small town, so the city feels big and noisy. But exciting, too. Sarah. Yeah. I guess we'll get used to it soon. MIA. I hope so. Hey, do you want to walk to class together after lunch? Sarah. Sure. That would be great. Olivia. Host. Now let's go back and break it down. Hi, is this seat taken? This is a friendly and polite way to ask if you can sit next to someone. You don't need to say a long sentence. Just this is enough. Practice saying it with a warm tone. Oh, no. Go ahead, means, you can do it, or, please feel free. It's casual and kind. Thanks. I'm Sarah, by the way. By the way, is a natural phrase to introduce yourself after asking something. It's casual and friendly. Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm MIA. Classic introduction response. You can always say, nice to meet you, when you first meet someone. First day, a short and simple question. In casual speech, we often drop words. The full question is this your first day? But, first day, sounds more natural in real life. Yeah, I just got out of my orientation session. Orientation session is the welcome session colleges have for new students. And notice she ends with you. It's a casual way to ask, what about you? Same here, it was a bit overwhelming, honestly. Same here means, me too. Overwhelming means too much to handle, like a lot of new information or feelings. Totally, so many new faces. I got lost twice already. Totally is a slang word that means, I agree. Got lost, a common experience on a new campus. Haha, me too. This place is huge. What are you studying? What are you studying? Is a great question to ask when you meet students. I'm doing psychology. What about you? Doing psychology means studying it as your main subject. Computer science. It's my first time living away from home, so everything feels kind of new. Kind of new means she's not used to it yet. She's adjusting. Same. I'm from a small town, so the city feels big and noisy. But exciting, too. Big and noisy gives the feeling of a fast-paced city. Exciting, too, shows that even though it's different, she's looking forward to it. Yeah, I guess we'll get used to it soon. Get used to it means you start to feel comfortable with something over time. I hope so. Hey, do you want to walk to class together after lunch? This is a great way to invite someone to join you without pressure. Sure, that would be great. Positive, open, friendly. This whole dialogue is full of simple, natural English that beginners can easily practice. You don't need fancy vocabulary. You just need confidence and clarity. In the next part, we'll practice repeating the lines and explore how to use some of these phrases in your own life. Let's move into part 3, practice and application. Now that we've listened to the full conversation and broken it down, it's time to practice and understand how you can apply these phrases in your daily life. English is not just about reading books or learning grammar. It's about using it in real conversations, just like the one we heard between Sarah and Mia. The more you hear and speak everyday English, the more confident you'll feel. Let's begin with a short review of useful expressions from today's dialogue. These are simple, natural phrases that native speakers use when meeting someone new, especially in a school or college setting. Phrases like, hi, is this seat taken? Nice to meet you. What are you studying? And, this place is huge, are not only easy to remember, they are also useful in a wide range of situations. You don't need complicated vocabulary to start speaking English fluently. In fact, the more natural and simple your sentences, the better you'll connect with others. Now I want you to imagine you're in a new place. Maybe a classroom, a seminar, or even a workshop. You don't know anyone around you. What would you say? Most people stay silent, not because they don't want to talk, but because they don't know how to start. That's where these phrases become your toolkit. If you say, hi, is this seat taken? You've already started a conversation. If the person replies with a smile and says, no, go ahead, now you can say, thanks. I'm Alex, or, I'm Sarah, by the way. That simple exchange builds a connection. Think of English like building blocks. You don't have to build a whole wall at once. You just need to lay one brick at a time. These phrases are your bricks. One day you'll have a solid foundation of real spoken English. And it starts with these kinds of simple conversations. Another important point. Don't worry about making mistakes. Everyone makes them. What matters is that you try. If you say, I'm studied computer science, instead of, I'm studying computer science, people will still understand you. And over time, you'll get better. Confidence grows when you stop being afraid of mistakes and start enjoying the process. You can also practice by speaking to yourself in English. I know that sounds strange, but it really works. Say things like, I'm going to class now, or, I met a new friend today. Talk to yourself while you cook, while you walk, or even while you clean your room. Your brain starts to get used to forming sentences in English. That's how fluency builds. You can even write your own version of Sarah and Mia's dialogue. Change the names. Change the situation. Maybe it's two people meeting at a job orientation or two students starting a workshop. Then read it out loud and act it out. When you repeat conversations, your brain starts to pick up the rhythm of the language. You begin to speak without translating in your head. Today's episode wasn't just about learning English. It was about using English. The more you practice conversations like this, the easier it gets. Whether you're talking to a classmate, a teacher, a colleague, or even a stranger on the bus, these small exchanges make a big difference. They help you feel more comfortable, more social, and more fluent. So the next time you walk into a new place and see someone sitting alone, try saying, "Hi, is this seat taken?" That small question could be the start of a great conversation and a step forward in your English journey. That's it for today's episode. I'm Olivia, and I hope this conversation helped you feel more confident about using English in your daily life. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the podcast, leave a review, and share it with a friend who's also learning English. We'll be back next week with more real-life conversations and tips to make your English journey fun and practical. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing, and remember, your voice matters. Speak it.